we're back with another Brave Police Jade Ecker episode review. Today, we're taking a look at the episode, Beware of Trends. In this episode, a couple of clowns cause a lot of trouble for the Brave Police. This episode begins with Dumson telling a woman that it's dangerous to cross the street when the light is flashing. A woman with red hair and green eyes. Why does she look so familiar? Well, anyways, she ends up climbing into Dumson and stomping on his gas pedal. How rude! See, this is why you lock your doors, Dumson. You never know when some crazy lady is going to hop inside you and play with your controls. It turns out that this woman is Ayako Kimizuka, a freelance reporter who wants to interview Yuta for a magazine. It occurs to me that most of my younger viewers might not know what a magazine is. You see, magazines are those trashy paper books that you walk by at the drugstore. They used to contain useful information, like exclusive looks at upcoming video games and stuff like that, but these days they've been replaced by websites, YouTube videos, and social media. Dumson objects to the idea, but Yuta is blinded by fame, and Ayako's flash.
Please, no gang signs. No, throw it up, I'm kidding. Yeah, peace. I love peace. I'll be out of a job with peace.
I find it funny when they randomly decide to use English in this show. I kind of showed it off in my first review, but I guess I could have provided subtitles for easier understanding.
Nice catch, Dekado.
Hold up! ブレイブポリスデッカードだ了解ボス
And in this scene, we can clearly hear Ayako tell Yuta that he has a nice smile.
Hi, Yuta-kun. Nice smile.
I just find it interesting. I know in Japan, typically they think of speaking English as cool. So I guess Ayako was really trying to flatter Yuta by telling him that he had a nice smile in English. That night, in an old observatory, we meet a couple of clowns.
わかりました大将何度言えばわかるの大将じゃなくてゴッドとお呼びすいませんゴッド
So one has a whip and the other runs around on all fours? You know, these two seem to have an interesting relationship. And I'll just leave it at that. The two disperse their fad formula all over the city, which makes everyone desire a shiny bald wig? Seriously? And as we see the next day, everyone is wearing one. Everyone! We learn that the two clowns' names are Doink and Piero, which are actually the names of two famous real-life clowns. Doink the Clown is actually an old wrestler. And if you watch Seinfeld, you may be familiar with Pierre, aka the Sad Clown.
Are you still scared of clowns? Yeah.
By the way, as a complete aside, did you know who played the other clown in Seinfeld? Jon Favreau. Yes, that Jon Favreau. The same guy that played Happy Hogan in the Marvel movies and was an executive producer on the Avengers and the Spider-Man movies. Not to mention the creator of the Mandalorian series. Wow, I guess you never know where someone's career will go, huh? Anyways, with their first attempt successful, they proceed with Phase 2. This time, they get people to wear Groucho glasses? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Also, for those who don't know, Groucho glasses, or nose glasses, or disguise glasses, whatever you want to call them, are actually supposed to make you look like the old famous comedian Groucho Marx. In fact, such glasses actually appeared in an episode of Rescue Bots Academy. I think it's kind of sweet how Saejima and Azuma are being very kind towards each other. Saejima giving Azuma an extra bald cap before, and now Azuma is giving Saejima his own Groucho glasses. It's kind of adorable. If only these two could act nice towards each other all the time. When dropping off Ayako, we see that Dump-san has a picture of Yuta on his screen along with a bunch of words. Although these are written in Roman letters, these are actually Japanese words, meaning that I can easily translate them, or at least some of them. The one pointing to his eye says eyeball in Japanese. The one pointing to his head means self-indulgent. And apparently the text flashing on screen says, I don't know. I mean it. Apparently it literally says, I don't know. Dump-san is wondering why Ayako isn't falling for the same fads as the other humans. Which I am wondering as well. Maybe she's actually a robot in disguise. After all, the clown's gas hasn't affected the brave police robots like him. Speaking of which, they spray another round of their fad formula. And the next morning, now the new trend is full body tights. Which is basically one of those morph suits, but with a hole cut out for the face. Kurumi is jealous of Azuki's and tries to rip them off her. Ladies, please! This is a kid show! Unfortunately, it seems that the same is happening all over town. Even Saejima and Azuma are fighting over a set of cute pink tights. Well, it looks like Saejima won because in the next scene we see him in, he is wearing them. Saejima's got a really nice body for an older guy. It's also kind of funny how Yuta stuffs his communicator into his tights. I guess they don't have pockets. I can certainly relate to that, having started wearing girl clothes. And let me tell you, girl clothes suck when it comes to pockets. They're either too small or there are none.
ブレイブポリスもただのロボットだと思ってたけど、私が思ってた以上のものかもしれない。
I guess you could say that there's more to them than meets the eye? After the commercial break, the brave police finally begin to wise up to what's going on and go to investigate. But after the clowns drug Yuta, they are attacked by their giant clown robot. And after they clobbered the brave police with their clown bot, they take Yuta hostage and order Deckard, McCrane, and Power Joe to destroy each other. Man, when did this turn into the Squid Games? Luckily, Dump-san arrives to rescue Yuta. And he encourages Yuta to fight the clowns' gas by toughening his resolve and igniting his fighting spirit, which he does, allowing him to call J. Rotor, which then allows Deckard to combine into his titular super robot mode, J-Decker. Dump-san douses the clown robot with some kind of formula, J-Decker destroys the robot, and the police arrest the two clown criminals.
せっかく真人間になったのにな。
And I would have got away with it too if it hadn't been for you snooping kids. Good one, Shaggy.
And we end this episode much like how it started, with Ayako crossing the street with the light flashing, Dump-san telling her off, and her climbing inside him. But now she's wearing a pair of Groucho glasses. And she claims that it's because she's slower at following trends. Although, I think she's just playing a joke on him. Well, that was an interesting episode of Brave Police. It certainly had a good lesson to not follow trends blindly. But I still wonder, what is the deal with Ayako and not being affected by the clown's fad formula? Maybe there's more to her than meets the eye.
Okay.
Well, what about you? What did you think of this episode of Brave Police J-Decker? Let me know down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you back here in a couple weeks for the next episode of Brave Police J-Decker, Great Collapse. So I'll see you back here next time for that.